Hello, welcome back. Today I wanted to do a video in response to a video that Phil with a double L's just put up talking about this film. In particular, the release is on Second Sight, I believe. It's a box set, limited edition, comes with book and all sorts of bits and bobs for £50. Now, it's not something I'd ever consider because I don't collect 4Ks and Blu-rays. But I do collect VHS, X-Rentals, mostly. I picked up this. I picked up Mona Lisa. No spoilers in the comments, please. Not sure if Stuart George has watched the Blu-ray or 4K, whatever he picked up. And this one, it's not a very good film. French Quarter, starring Michael Parks. But these were in a bundle. I think they were like £15 or something for these three. But the point I wanted to make was I haven't watched this probably since I got it, which was probably about a year ago. Sorry, I'm just picking my nose, hiding behind the hitch. Got an itchy nose. Dust. I have seen it before. Obviously, it's a brilliant film. I can understand people, if they really love the film, wanting to pick up the limited edition, and I still think £50 a lot of money, and it's hard to justify, especially if you're going to just watch it once and then stick it on your shelf, and it's there for bragging rights, basically. The same can be said for picking this up. It's like, it's not a film that I watch often. It is a great film, and I'm going to try and watch it tonight, although I'm into a Netflix series at the moment. I've watched Vikings of Valhalla, I think it is. I watched that. That was really good. That was like, 3 seasons. Watched that, no problem. And I'm on this other one now, The Last Kingdom. And that's 5 seasons, and I've got through 2 seasons already. So I'm on a real Viking, tip at the moment. So there's no excuse really. I could have watched these easily. It's like, what? Just not in the mood. I know they're there. I'll go back to them and I will watch them eventually. I was going to say tonight, but I probably won't. Although you can't go wrong with Michael Caine and Bob Hoskins. Great film. But that is kind of like a one and done. That has got some rewatchability. But you could say that's a one and done as well, really. Once you know what's going to happen, it's kind of like, it's a bit of a downer as well. Like the endings, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a bit of a downer. Probably spoiled it already, but yeah, my point being, I wanted to do this video in response to Phil's video because he raised some interesting points about, if you want to get the film, just get the standard release. Do you really need the one with all the bells and whistles? Sorry, my nose is itchy and runny. Is it fear of missing out? It's like, this limited edition, it's going to be only here for so long, it's gone. Is it for bragging rights? Is it just to look nice on your shelf? And I do think the psychology, we do influence each other. We do feel like we're going to miss out if, everyone else is getting this. I've been guilty of it in the past, and collecting 1/6 figures. I've pre-ordered loads of stuff, and now I've come to realise, A, I can't afford it, and B, by the time it actually comes around to being ready to pay the rest of the money towards it, it's like, do I really want it? No. I mean, there's certain figures that I probably would still get, but I've let one go so far, and I might get the other ones just so I don't lose the money and then resell them. Because I'm not that keen on them anymore. The psychology of eBay as well, when you're buying stuff, especially if you're bidding for something in an auction and you lose, you get a message straight away saying, this one got away. Here's some other stuff that you might be interested in. So you already have that mentality, oh shit, I lost out on that. And it's clever marketing or selling or whatever you want to call it, or psychology. But I think auctions are rigged half the time. You got shill bidders bidding up their own stuff. The buy it now stuff, you can send buyers offers, and that can work two ways. You can either piss people off by harassing them and keep sending offers when they haven't been paid yet, or you can end up, people just sit there waiting until the price goes down enough, and if they see you're desperate enough, then they'll snap it up. So yeah, it can work both ways. And you don't want to be in a position where you're selling stuff undervalued because you're buying too much crap that you don't really need and is sitting on bloody shelves. So that's where I'm at. And, I'm trying not to buy as much stuff. But, and you'll see bargains every single day. Whether it's collecting VHS, if you're a Blu-ray collector, just be patient. Stuff will come eventually. If you missed out on it on release, you might pick it up 6 months, a year down the line. You might pay more for it. Somebody like me might be desperate for cash, and they might sell it real cheap. You've just got to be in the right place at the right time, I think. And you've got to consider why you're buying things. Are you buying them to make yourself happy? You might get a quick burst of happiness. Oh, I got it. But then you get it in the post and you're like, why the hell did I spend that money on that? Don't really want it. I don't really need it. Believe me, I'm guilty of it as much as anybody else. Probably more so. So I understand. And I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm not practicing what I preach. So I am just as bad picking up fucking YouTube hats and if I turn the camera around, it's just boxes here. It's just, and this is, it's not one room of crap. It's just lots of rooms of crap, lots of bags of shite littered around the place, and this is a wake up call, not only to you people but to myself. This is more a video diary for me to watch back at and say, right, you've addressed the problem, now deal with it. And I will. I mean, I love collecting stuff, but there comes a point where you've got to say enough is enough. And I have reached that point many, many times, but this is breaking point. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Good.